Okay, so I'm on my way to a job, everybody, and this is one of those easy jobs. It's so easy. I can just put the rope in the tree and get my guy to pull the thing over, and it's over with. It really takes me 30 minutes to do this job, and I love these jobs. They're so easy. We're almost there. Hey everybody, what's up? Got the work shirt on today. This one doesn't have my name on it though. But, oh, and that's the rooster. That's not my rooster, but it's a rooster like my rooster. Please. This tree here has been hit by lightning. He lets me pick him up sometimes, but the top's been blown out of it. You know, the top is missing, and it's got a lean to it. So, usually when I have trees like this that are out in the open, these are really easy. Okay, I should get us up there. Now I'll tie the big rope onto it. Where I get the big rope at? Alright, so this is a bull rope. Another most common tool that we use in tree work besides our throw ball. This is called a throw ball. And usually, how I do this, I take my throw ball off. I have a special knot that I use, and it goes like this. I need to put some tape on the end of this rope. Hey, we got some black tape. I need some black tape. Uh-oh. The core is coming out of the rope here. Uh-oh. There should be a roll of black tape in my little basket. It's in my basket. Fudge. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, so I'm using the bull rope.
That little short rope?
Yeah, this is... This is called a back hitch. Basically, I take the string, I make a loop like this, and another loop, and then I put the tail through there like so. So it's right on the tip like that, see? Then I send it up. Hey there. Okay guys, this is Jeremy from the future, and I wanted to show you 2 ways that you can set your line when you're down in your tree. Okay, and so this is the first way that you can do it. And so when you set your line in the top of a tree, what's going to happen is when you put a runner bowline on there and you do it like this, a lot of things can go wrong, you know? A lot of things, especially if it's a very dead tree, like a dead pine tree. Something could break up there, you know, while you're pulling at the top could break. And I don't trust that method as well, but this method right here, I trust a lot better. And so what I'll do is I'll set my line in there and I'll tie it to the bottom. And so that way all the weight on the tree is getting pulled from the back of the tree. You know, so this method right here is a lot better because you get to pull from the bottom and the back, and you can pull the whole tree over like that, especially if the tree's got a lot of lean to it or a lot of weight on one side. This is the solution. So that's what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm setting the line, and I'm going to do a spline line on it. I call it a spline line, and that way we can pull the tree over successfully. So right now I'm making the notch on the tree, and these are the 3 conventional notches that a tree climber uses whenever you're cutting down a tree. Whenever you cut down a tree, you have to make a cut in the face of the tree. You can do a conventional cut, a Humboldt, or an open face. But the idea is to make this cut first. Wherever you're going to cut the tree, you cut this on the front of the tree where you want it to go, and then whenever you get ready to make the back cut, it's going to fall over, and this is going to help it fall over and lean. So this kind of guides it where it falls, you know. Since that notch is missing, it's going to fall over, and it'll fall towards that area. So you have to make this area cut just perfect when you fall the tree over. The driver in the truck, this is the most crucial part. The timing has to be perfect. So whenever he puts tension on that truck, it has to be a steady pull. He doesn't want to pull too hard, but just hard enough to where it'll go, because it's got all that weight on it. And I don't want it to fall over and hit the barn, so it's got to go just right. So I'm telling him to tighten up, and as he tightens up, I can see the top bending, and I can see the rope stressing, and I'm not worried about the rope breaking because we've got a big bull rope that won't break. That thing's great for God knows a lot of weight, but it'll be damn near impossible to break it with this truck. It'll slide before it'll break it, but timing has to be just right. He has to pull just right when I cut it.
You need to cut it. might start letting me know when you're on the last cut. I don't know when you're notching and when you're
You
cutting.
couldn't hear me? Well, you can feel it. When it starts giving, you can feel it on the truck.
Yeah, I've seen the rope start flashing.
Yeah, you can feel it. All right, these kind of trees are the trees that frighten me the most because you never know what they're going to do. It had all that weight on this one side, you know? So, theoretically, you would think it'd smash the house if we tried to cut it, but it's all on how you do a cut, you know? And there's ways to cut things. What I did was, when I cut, I made my notch in the face here. And then whenever I go to make my back cut, I cut about 1 inch of meat right here off first. And then I stopped. You can see where I stopped. And then I came over here and I plunged all the way into the side and I cut this side free. And then I rounded my saw over and peeled the tree over, and the meat that's over here held it. So when it fell over, it would fall where it's supposed to go. So my job is done here today. And just a quick inspection to look at this pine tree, y'all. You know, when a pine tree gets struck by lightning, the first thing that happens is it starts to get petrified, and it attracts all the beetles and the bugs, bark beetles mostly. But it'll attract the beetles, and then when the beetles come, the beetles will start eating away at the tree until there is nothing left of the tree. And they will do their work on this thing. And so it's very important, y'all, when your tree gets struck by lightning, to get it out of there as quickly as possible, because like I said, it's going to attract bark beetles. And once you get insects and beetles on your tree, they'll spread like wildfire to the other live trees, and then you've got a catastrophe. So